This here is what a slow day looks like. Mamacita's making a dress for church.
She is making.
Doggy's figuring out what the heck you doing, Dad.
Yeah.
Abby's, what are you doing, Abby?
I'm with my new puppy.
Her and her new puppy is
Her name is Sage.
Sage. Is doing, I thought her name was Lady Farquaad.
No, that's what you want to
Oh, anyhows,
Now we just need another dog to call it Time, and we'll have Rosemary, Sage, and Time.
Rosemary, Sage, and Thyme. That's pretty cool. Aki
I
dokie.
had it done Lavender, but I was out.
So I ain't made a video in a while, so I'm just gonna put something together kind of quick here. For anybody that's kind of watching the news and stuff, and I'm not talking about you liberal people with your catchphrases. There's a case in the Supreme Court right now, and this lady on she's editor anyway. She says it is better to terminate the pregnancy, to kill the child, than it is to have the mother give birth and just put the child up for adoption if she doesn't want the child. Now, you got to keep in mind this retard that, and I guess it's safe to call her a retard, she was raised in a loving home because someone decided not to murder her. And yeah, she was adopted by two people. And, it's... It makes no sense to me. It's like every excuse this lady was using just tells you, okay, well, it's a baby because you're talking about bonding. You don't bond with inanimate objects, which is what she's trying to say the baby is, until it's born. What say you, Mother?
Oh, I say that they live life without knowledge or thinking of the consequences beyond this world.
Yeah, that's a fact, right? I mean,
women have choices left and right. We have, and one thing that no one talks about? Celibacy. Keep it in your pants, y'all.
Right.
Oh, what was that guy said?
Put a?
The dime or a aspirin.
Oh, it was an aspirin between the knees.
He got murdered that one time. People were all so mad about it.
That was great.
But it just means
I don't think.
But look, we don't feel like we need to have any. We don't feel like we need to have any modicum of self-control anymore.
I mean, I don't think that I've ever met anyone in my entire life that would believe that it's a woman's right to choose. And now looky here. Even if this case does lead for the overturning of Roe versus Wade, you absolutely have Texas as a shining example. All the women in Texas are just fine. No one is suffering. Oh, it just quit for some reason. That's what Roe versus Wade was originally intended to be. You may do this before there's a heartbeat. After a heartbeat, you can't do it. No one in Texas is suffering. You don't see women protesting and screaming and rioting. No, it's just them liberal people.
I mean, it will make it so that before... Okay. This society, and I don't know when this started, it's probably decades in the making.
Oh, yeah.
Decided that sex was going to be okay without any consequences. So there's no consequences to sexual intercourse outside of marriage. So they just... Now we've corrupted that two young people will get together and hormones will take over, and sometimes a good girl can get in trouble once.
Yeah.
Okay, but now we have made it so that it's the norm that women and men have sex outside of marriage, and it's like this thing that is nothing. And the longer we go around this thing, you know what else is happening? The younger.
Yes.
The kids get when they start having relations before marriage. It's incredible.
I saw this thing online, and in Europe, it's normal for 14-year-old girls to be having sex. How crazy is that? But looky here, let's just make this a quick video. It's not about that. Look, if you're a Democrat, are you a baby killer, and are you a pedophile? No, absolutely not. You are not. But what you're telling me with your vote is that pedophilia is okay with you, and it's okay to kill children. All right? It's like, well, I'll go one step farther. Black Lives Matter. If you support Black Lives Matter, are you an arsonist? Are you what do you call it, looter? You know, I mean, right? I mean, are you a vandal? No, absolutely not. But guess what? By supporting this, you're telling me that you're perfectly okay with it. Any thoughts on that, Mutter?
No.
Yes.
No, I mean,
Yeah.
like I said, consequences of your actions.
Yes.
And that's just because, if you buy something or support something by not, how do you say it? If you're supporting Black Lives Matter financially,
Right.
because you think that they're doing something good for your society, they're not.
No.
They're not.
And I do have a question. If Black lives truly do matter, why are 1/4 of the black baby, or not 1/4, how do you say it? One quarter of all, I don't even know how to phrase that without totally offending everybody. How about we just go, since affirmative action and Roe versus Wade, all right, the black population has not increased whatsoever. All right. So what is happening is these women are, they don't need a baby daddy. All right. The father is very rarely in the child's life. So therefore he's not being raised healthy. And these are the women that they're talking into abortions. And as bad as that sounds, there's a culture that supports it. And because people believe in the catchphrases, right, instead of what's actually happening, we're allowing this kind of behavior in the country.
Yep.
And it's sad. It's truly sad.
It's implied approval.
Yeah.
It's implied approval.
Yeah.
Now.
I mean, look, if you voted for Joe Biden, I don't want to hear you complaining about the prices. Because if you would have bothered to look at his webpage, you would have found out where he stood on everything. All right? But nobody did that because everybody believed the big magic box, Trump sucky suck. Now we absolutely know beyond a shadow of a doubt this whole Russian collusion crap, that was Hillary Clinton, all right? That was the Democrats causing confusion, all right? When you had absolute proof, Joe Biden telling you that he put muscle on the Ukraine, right? That he influenced quid pro quo, and there was quid pro quo. We absolutely know beyond a shadow of a doubt that he did this. You guys started screaming about Trump. Trump did nothing. I mean, I'm just saying, if you voted Democrat, you probably, even though you think you're educated, you're really not too smart. Yeah. But anyhows,
Yeah.
what say you over there in the corner, my dear?
Huh?
I say, what say you, sweetheart? She don't care. Okay. What say you, Rosie? Oh, well, all right. I suppose this would be too far if I said, remember, spade and neuter your liberals?
That would be too far.
That's too far? Okay. Say good night, baby.
Good night.
Talk to you later, folks. Bye-bye.